is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about douchebags. No, not that kind. We're talking bags. Hey guys, Nick here, and welcome back to That Modern Dude, your home for tech and modern lifestyle videos. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing down below. You won't regret it. So we're talking bags today, more specifically, douchebags. So douchebags is a company founded by Johan Olsen, who is a very popular YouTuber, adventure, travel filmmaker, and they develop a whole range of travel line bags. They recently dropped a new lineup, which is their Alvarrez line, and today we have the 30-litre Hugger, and we're going to run you through it. So the 30-litre Hugger is a very minimal backpack designed to carry all your everyday needs. As you can see, it's relatively big. I'm 6 foot, and if I chuck it on, it's like so. You know, it fits pretty well. It's not overly huge, it's a good size. So the bag is made primarily out of this pressed EVA kind of foam on the back. You can see that, that's for aeration. We also have it on the top and the front, and this is quite a rigid material here. The rest of the bag is made up of bits of nylon and PU leather. The PU leather feels really nice. It just screams high quality. It's nice and soft to the touch. The straps themselves are padded with this memory foam kind of material, and again with that PU leather on the outside, the memory foam on the inside. These straps, although they don't look too substantial, feel really comfortable on the back. Along the front we have this really nice black on white sort of aesthetic with the douchebags logo, as well as a saying, less human, more being. Absolutely love this because not a whole lot of bags tend to put text on it, and those that do kind of don't make it seem very elegant. I think by having this font and this text on the very minimal on the front of the bag here just makes it scream quality. It's something that you might see on like a Louis Vuitton or Gucci bag, who do sort of use text and fonts and stuff like that to varying degrees of success. I think it really works well on this bag. Along the front here with the pressed EVA panel, you have all these straps here. These are not stretchable in any way. They're just normal sort of bag straps, and obviously you got loops here. This is designed for the douchebag's famous hookup system here, which is, you can see the hook, and that is designed to hook all your luggage together. Not something I'd use this for, but another great feature of this is you can, attach carabiners to it if you want to have your water bottle hanging from it, or, put straps across the front if you want to slap a skateboard on. So that's the front of the bag. On the back, again, like I said, no huge deal. So, pockets. Is there a lot of pockets? No, there's not. There's only 3 main compartments to this bag. It is very simple. So, we'll talk about the top one first, and it is quite simple. You just unzip it here, and you've got this nice, roomy interior. It's got this waterproof material around the sides, and then this sort of like shelf compartment here in the door, in the flap. I don't know what you call this. You have a small zipper pocket. It's probably maybe 3 inches deep, and that can hold various knickknacks. You also have a little clip here that you could chuck your keys on if you wanted. This sort of section is great for, say, like a power bank or battery. Chuck that in, zip that up. You could have it charging your phone. And it is also deep enough, so here's my Beats Studio 3 wireless, to hold them, and they fit in there really nicely, and I can have that zip shut like so. Come on, get in there. Beautiful. You do have this rigid handle to carry the bag. Not too sure on the placement of this handle. It's really nice and rigid and has great padding, and it feels very sturdy, but instinctively I go to grab a handle from, up here, so that's just think that's just personal preference, but yeah, I tend to try to grab it here, the handle's there. Whatever, we live and we learn. So we'll move on to the next pocket, and that is the laptop compartment, which is this entire back panel here. It goes right to the seam on the end, top to bottom. It is well lined, again, with this nice sort of meshy material. And here I have my 15-inch MacBook Pro, and it fits in there super easily. I have about 2 inches of clearance on this side and about 2 inches to the other side, so you could fit a really thick laptop in here. And it's a pretty roomy compartment, so you could probably fit a gaming laptop in there if you really wanted to carry something like that on your back. I wouldn't, but that's just me. Now, the zippers on the entire bag are all YKK. However, although this is weather resistant, I'm not a huge fan of how exposed the zips are. I mean, over time, we'll see how that holds up in the rain. What's nice is you do have these little pull tags on all the zippers, which make it really easy to just go up and down, and they have nice little red maroon accents on it again that really add to that, you know, quality of the bag. But the main compartment, well, it is just this huge flap here, kind of like a duffel bag. So you open it up and woo, it opens up like so, and you can see it's this huge cavernous interior. No organization pockets at all, except for these side zippers here where you can, you know, store all your knickknacks if you wanted to. Other than that, there's a nice sort of empty canvas for you to chuck all your stuff in. What I like to do though is I have my budget camera bag here. If you haven't seen that review, you can check the link up above. It cost me 30 bucks. As you can see, it is just a simple sort of camera bag. I use it as a camera insert because it fits like a glove in this bag, like so. And now you have, well, a makeshift camera bag. And you got a little bit of room to spare at the top. It allows you to chuck your camera and gear in there. You got Joby Gorilla Pod, which fits in, you know, you can chuck hard drives or whatever at the top. You have room to spare, so much room. And then that just zips up and you have this neat little package walking around. No one's gonna know you're carrying expensive gear in your bag. I mean, they might see the bag and think it's an expensive bag, but they're not gonna know you're carrying, you know, camera gear around. And, you know, with that filled with the laptop and that, I put the straps on, it feels really comfortable, like super comfortable. This is probably the most comfortable bag I've ever worn. And I've done a few bag reviews on this channel. One thing I have noted is this bag is pretty deep in terms of where it comes out and here. So although it doesn't look like a huge bag while you're wearing it, it does come out pretty far. And I have kind of noticed that walking around in public, you know, hitting people, which is awkward. And that's because it has this ribcage construction where there is this panel right here. And I'm not sure what it is, if it's metal, it feels like metal, that holds the bag up. That's so that it stays rigid and holds its shape. But it is not all good with this bag. As much as I love the looks and the materials used, one of the biggest downsides is actually how it came to me. When they ship the bag, it comes folded up for storage. No real other bag that I've purchased came like that because, well, they didn't really fold. And that might not sound like a big deal, but what it has done here, if you can see, is this is supposed to be quite a rigid rectangle at the top. It's sunken in. I can't fix that. That is just how it is. It has also made the top of this front panel quite hard to open because it's sort of permanently sunk in. So every time I go around the top here with the zipper, it just doesn't work. So, you know, it's not a big deal, but it would have been nice for it to have come shipped a bit better. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the zippers on this bag, although they are claimed to be weather resistant. I'm just not too sure. Although the bag is, you know, can hold up to a little bit of a rain splash. Overall though, I think it's a really nice bag. I think aesthetically, it is absolutely gorgeous. It might not have all the organization for you that you might need, but it is a nice blank canvas to work with. Like I said, you can chuck in internal camera units in there if you want to add a little bit of extra, you know, pizzazz, a little bit of extra functionality. But sometimes blank canvases are good, you know? It allows you to do whatever you want with your bag rather than having something that has a pocket for everything. It kind of forces you to use it the way it was intended to. At least with this, you have options. If you want to check this bag out, I'll leave a link in the description below. The J. Alvarrez sort of collection does sell out quite a lot. It seems to be very popular, but they do have multiple colorways of this bag. They got the white, black and red, green, you name it, you know, and it's all very similar materials for those collections. So overall, this is a great looking and feeling bag for those of you who want something that's a bit of a blank canvas, that has a lot of flexibility as an everyday backpack and also a small travel bag. I reckon this is something you definitely want to look at. It's not that expensive. It is only $179, which is a really great price when you compare other bags of this sort of caliber. I think you get a really great bag for that money. If you enjoyed this video, guys, hit that thumbs up button down below. Any questions about this bag, leave it in the comment section below. I'll do my best to get back to you. And until the next video, guys, see ya.